Shalom, Israel. This is just a quick video, more like a question. I wanted to start, excuse me, I be moving so fast. All praise to the Most High, Ahaya, in the name of Yeshaya. Thank the Most High for today, and I thank Him for our family, not my family. I mean, I'm grateful for that, but our family, meaning Israelites. But I wanted to ask, this video is more like a question, because I don't know exactly how to do this. But I want to start like community building. I know we all scattered, but more so this would be stateside. I got a bunch of stuff, and I know y'all got a bunch of stuff too. Most of us pack rats anyway, and I know there's other people who need it. I don't have a lot of friends. I don't deal with a whole lot of people, and I got stuff, and I hold on to stuff because one time I wanted to throw something away for so long, and I didn't, and I held on to it for a really long time, and come to find out the Most High, obviously he was right. There was a boy who needed that stuff and appreciated it. So I want to talk about how can we community build. For example, I have a son who's almost 4. So I got a lot of clothes that's 3T, 2T, 4T. That's too little. I'm not about to go put it in one of them blue bins. I'm not about to give it to Salvi for them to turn around and sell it. I don't know nobody who need it. I know there's somebody. I just don't know the person. How do we community build? How do I say, hey, I got a box of dishes that I don't need, nice, good quality. Can I ship them to you? Can we, figure out postage? I know there is some kind of way, that we can kind of, I don't know if it's going to be a website needs to be established, but let's say you in North Carolina, I'm in Michigan, you got something that I could use. How do we communicate that? For example, you have Hebrews who may have got evicted and they stand in a hotel. I remember seeing something like this a few years ago, and they had like a GoFundMe, and that was actually for money, which is kind of different. I know people get kind of weird with money, but I'm talking about stuff like I got a bunch of too little clothes. Well, I know it's plenty of women who could, who probably like a size 10 who can fit that stuff, or like a size 12. Like I got a ton of stuff. My husband, maybe have clothes, and there's men. My boys definitely clothes, shoes. How do we community build? How do we get in touch? Like maybe you hearing this and you don't need it, but maybe your sister who ain't in the truth would never probably come across this video. Maybe she got a 4-year-old who could use these clothes and I could just ship them to her. How do we community build? How do we get the needs of our community put out there and get those who in need in touch with those who have extra? And then the BS. How do we weed out? Because I'm not going to help somebody, not going to help them just because they not a believer. But how do we weed out the people who just looking to get stuff and flip it and sell it? Because, all used stuff don't look used. I don't believe in giving away stuff that's trash. So I'm talking nice, good stuff. I'm talking brand new stuff. Like my oldest son, sometimes I take him shopping and I'm not with him. So he'll get some, don't try it on. Like he got a brand new pair of jeans I just bought him. He done popped the tags off. Put them on, they too little. They a size 16. I'm sure somebody out there got a son who is 16 who these brand new. Stuff like that. How do we community build? I don't know. So I'm kind of posing a question because I wanted to start a charity, a clothing drive, but I ain't trying to be 501c3 to do it. And then I don't want to take on too much. So this is something that I've been trying to get off the ground, but I really didn't know how outside of doing like a 501c3. Because I just feel like we could use this. We trying to nation build, but we scattered. But I have stuff that I'm just got in storage because I don't know what to do with it. I don't have anyone. Brand new stuff. Like I got a brand new coat. Like I said, my oldest son. So I'm going to just put what I have out here. And if you got a solution, please bring it. But if you also need this stuff, comment so we can email and start communicating to figure out how do we go about doing this. So what I have right now that I want to box up and ship, I have housing items, a lot of stuff, a lot of like accent decorative stuff, cookware. Then I have clothes, women's clothes, like size 12, a couple of 10s, but I mostly got like size 12s. Um, I have toddler size, like 3T, 4T, 2T, and then my oldest son, so like 14, 16s type of stuff. Anybody know anybody who need this? And again, I'm talking nice, clean, washed, folded, no garbage. I don't believe in giving nobody trash, stains, none of that. How do I get it to you? I know some of us fall on the hard times like me. When we first came back from Ghana, we didn't have nothing. We had to start over. Maybe you starting over. Maybe you had a situation. Maybe your kid had a growth spurt and you ain't got money to go buy them a whole new wardrobe. It ain't about being poor or needy even. It's just, I take hand-me-downs, and I don't necessarily need it, but I ain't too good for it. I'll take them in a heartbeat. I have a lot of people give me stuff. I've always had people give me a ton of stuff all my life. And sometimes people give me stuff and I can't fit it. It's too big. I've lost weight. And then just to keep it real, some stuff is not my style. Maybe someone who's almost 50 just gave me some clothes. Some things is just not my style. I have a ton of pants, and this may not be okay to say, but I got a ton of jeans, and I don't really wear jeans. I don't really wear pants, and I definitely don't wear a lot of jeans. 2 pair of jeans is good enough for me. But I got a stack of jeans, and I think they all are size 12. Somebody. So this is just about community building. How do we get stuff? I know we got to be careful with addresses. We have to use caution, but I just cannot accept throwing stuff away. So help me, Israel, you men, because we look at our statistics. Most of the men, our viewership is from men. You men, y'all know a way we can do this. Maybe there's some kind of like, what they call it? Chat board. I don't know. I'm not that technology savvy. So y'all may know some kind of communication board that I don't know. That's, statewide. Country, not statewide, countrywide. Because again, I'm in Michigan. You may live in Ohio close to me, but it's your family member in Texas who need it. We can work out shipping, but I just want to start community building. How do we do this? How do we get goods from one person to another on some just take it, you can have it? I'm not dealing with money. You can have this stuff because we're not using it. We don't need it. So I just wanted to put that out here in the Hebrew Israelite community or any community. You don't have to be a Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you look like. I just care that you really need the stuff. The person's going to actually use it and need it, not just someone greedy, just looking to get extra stuff. That's my only requirement, that, the person is actually in need of the stuff and don't have financial resources to buy it. So basically that's what this is about, community building. How do we you got a whole thing of toys and you want to ship it to someone who could use it, who could need it. Some toys can be very expensive. Nobody just wants to throw it away because your kid is done with it. And sometimes donating, I learned about donating in Africa. Most stuff you donate gets sold. That's just what it is. It gets sold. So I definitely don't want to do that. So help me out, family. Let's figure this out, y'all. How do we community build? Y'all help a sister out, because I don't know. Shalom. Always push it, but I really gotta win it.